It is my honor to introduce today's distinguished speaker, Professor Partha Pratim Roy, Associate Professor in the Department of Computer Science and Engineering at the Indian Institute of Technology, Roorkee. With over 15 years of extensive research and teaching experience, Professor Roy has made remarkable contributions to the fields of pattern recognition, human computer interaction, multilingual text recognition, deep learning, biometrics, and machine learning, among others. His prolific career includes over 100 research papers that have significantly influenced these domains. Currently, he is involved in pioneering research projects including multilingual text recognition, smart device diagnostics, and human machine collaboration, with funding from top agencies as MITY, HP Eins USA, SCRB, and DRDO. We are privileged to have him with us today to share his knowledge and insights. Please join me in welcoming Professor Partha Pratim Roy.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you for this nice introduction. Is it audible? So you can go through this site and see different projects and publications available. Okay, so which we developed in our lab. And if you have any questions in future later, okay, so always you can connect me in this email address proy.fcs@iit.ac.in. And anytime during this lecture, if you have any doubts, please interrupt me. I will be happy to resolve the doubts if you have. So, apart from the projects, okay, I am also involved with some startups. Two startups we are working. So one of them is augmented reality, virtual reality. So that's actually we have focused this product in last year in Delhi. So it was like a virtual divine experience. So it's we are using this virtual reality device, and then in the back end we have this generative AI, which uses this large language models. So you see here, it's a Kurukshetra Maida. Okay, so where this Mahabharata Yuddha happened. So we use this augmented reality, virtual reality kind of stuff, okay, to get that environment, and then participants can act like Arjun, and then he may ask to Lord Krishna if they have any questions about karma. So the answers will be provided by Lord Krishna.
Arjuna, what is it that you seek to understand?
Lord Krishna, in a world that constantly judges me for my appearance, how do I find self worth and believe in my inner beauty?
Arjuna, remember the verse from the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, verse 47. Karmanyabadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachan. Ma karm phalhetur bhurma te sangosu karmani. This means you have a right to perform your prescribed duties, but you are not entitled to the fruits of your actions. Never consider yourself the cause of the results of your activities, and never be attached to not doing your duty. Your worth, Arjuna, is not determined by the world's perception of you, but by your actions and your adherence to your dharma. Your inner beauty shines through your actions, not your appearance. Arjuna, do you understand the importance of focusing on your actions rather than the results or the opinions of others?
Yes, Krishna.
So you see that here the questions are asked according to the answers. Okay, and this was possible using this large language model, which is at the back end, okay, of this systems. And similarly, we have the work with this uh, Lord Rama, and then if someone can ask questions related to Ramayana, and those answers can be given. And also, we did um, one work that if someone wants to kill Ravana, then they can also use this virtual reality device to use this arrow and then kill Ravana. So these were actually demonstrated in Delhi last year. And recently we have developed one product VR placed using this virtual reality and generative AI. So it is actually helping the students, college pass students, for overcoming their stress, okay, while they appear for the interview. So here you have some video.
Every year, millions of students embark on their journey after graduation, eagerly pursuing their dream careers. However, numerous challenges loom ahead, including the skill gap and unemployment, the pressures of stress and depression, the evolving landscape due to the impact of AI on jobs, and the ever growing importance of soft skills. Embark on a journey with VR Placed, your gateway to mastering the art of placements. Step into a new dimension of learning, where virtual reality brings placement prep to life. In this immersive realm, every challenge becomes an opportunity for growth and success. Hello, my name.
So it's like a mock interview kind of thing. Okay, here that is what we call it VR placed. So here the participants who would like to prepare themselves for the interview, and they may just upload their CV, and from the CV we will understand the project details and the requirements, okay, and then the interviewer who will ask the questions from the CV, and the interviewer here is the virtual reality based avatar, okay, so we will ask the questions.
This is Aditi, and I'll be your interviewer today. Welcome to our company. May I know your name?
Hello, Aditi. My name is Rahul.
Hello, Rahul. It's a pleasure to meet you. Let's begin with our first question. Can you tell me a little about yourself and your academic background?
Yes, so I'm an ex developer and I did my BTech in electrical and electronics engineering. After which I worked at HCL for 1 year. I decided to shift my career into it and now I'm working with Ninjaverse as an ex developer.
Thank you for sharing that. Rahul, it's interesting to see your path spanning from electrical and electronics engineering to exploring business and
So at the end we also provide the feedback, okay, so uh, on which questions he was nervous or his eye contact was not proper, and his answers content was not good, okay, so it was wrong. So those feedback actually helps him to prepare better for the next sessions. So if he prepares for uh, a series of sessions, then we assume that he will be better prepared for the interview. And then we have this another startup which actually works on agriculture based. So we are using drone based precision farming for uh, for pesticide spraying um, or any other supports farmers require. So for example, farmers need to know that if the plants are um, not good, means there are some disease, okay, happen. So if you just take a photo of the leaves, okay, then using our app we can detect the disease, and sometimes we can also understand that what the insects can be, okay, so from which insects that disease happens. And then we can also predict the rainfall and then weather forecast that's happening in other um, websites. Okay, so this is one of the video where how actually we use this drone based precision farming. So here the drone will fly towards the region. Okay, so that is green. So if there are some dry or land areas, there it will not spray. Okay, that's called the precision farming. So we are using some computer vision technology to detect where you have the green um, plants, and then you have some um, land area. Okay, so without any plants. So then in the green area we will do the spraying. So these are some areas we are working with the with my students. Okay, and then some of the research areas in my lab we are developing. It's handwriting recognitions. Like as you know that we have several apps available in Google Play that if you take a photo of any handwritten or printed document, and then it will translate into ASCII, okay, ASCII text, so that you can search. Now this is possible in English, but if you want to develop for Indian scripts like um, uh, Hindi or Bengali or Tamil, okay, so different scripts are available, as you know. So if we take a photo of for example, the Hindi text, okay, in the handwritten text, and then um, can we translate that image to ASCII text? The advantage is if you convert them to ASCII text, then you can do the searching, or um, you can um, you can know that what informations are available in that image. So we are also working on sign language recognitions. So for speech and hearing impaired people, so we have developed one software which detects their sign gestures and convert them into English text. So in IIT Roorkee, we have a school for speech and hearing impaired people, that is Anushruti, and then we have used the data sets. We have collected the data sets um, from the students, and then we have developed the systems, okay, for sign language recognitions. And in sign language recognition also we will see that there are many languages available. So for example, in America there is an American Sign Language. For Japan there will be Japanese Sign Language. In India also there will be Indian Sign Language. And in some states, okay, so the sign language also differs. So we have developed the sign language recognitions from Indian context. We are also working on different applications on computer visions like super resolutions, object detections. Okay, and like for example, if we take a photo, and then in that photo, if we would like to know what objects are available, then we can we can do some searching. Okay. So one of the applications we are working is uh, we it's for waste detections in rivers. So, for example, and you know that in Indian rivers, okay, so there are lots of wastage are coming, okay, every years, okay, and then we would like to measure the volumes of the wastage, okay, so yeah, at some particular locations or in some particular month of a year. Okay, then what we are doing, we take the photo video, and then through this video we identify or we are, we detect the wastage. Okay, so plastics or some uh, hard objects, okay, which are flowing through this water, and then we can report, okay, that this much wastage are there. So that this project we are working with foreign collaborator is from Australia. We are also working on video surveillance. So video surveillance, like this autonomous driving vehicles. So um, cars are driving from one location to another locations, and we would like to know the speed or anomalies happening in the roads. For example, if there is some traffic, and then if some abnormal um, crossings happen, okay, or if a car moved, okay, so without maintaining the signals, without following the signals, then we will detect the car. Okay, so these kinds of applications we are working. And then one of the applications recently I'm very much focused, that is on brain computer interface. So here also we are using deep learning only. So we acquire the data through some sensors. Okay, so sensors are available in the market, and through these sensors we collect the signals from human brain. Okay, so it's like a wearable device. Okay, so which actually people wear on a scalp. Okay, on the scalp, and they will collect the informations, and then we process. Okay? And through these signals we try to understand that if the user is having stress or workload. So for example, that I was saying in the interview video, that for example, if someone is going for interview and he's not that prepared, so he may feel stressed. Okay, or for example, if a driver is driving for a long time, so then he may feel stress or high workload. So can we estimate or measure this workload, and we can warn that, okay, so yeah, you are highly under stress. Okay, so you should take it relax, you take time for rest. And then we have one project on data mining. So that's as I was saying, it's from HP companies and National Informatics Center as well. So in National Informatics Centers, what we are doing. So for example, this in India, that many people actually giving complaints. Okay, let's say if for example in my home, the my meter box, electric meter box is not working, so I will write the complaint in a government portal. Okay, so like there are different problems, like water is not coming, or electricity is not there, so different complaints will be there from different parts of India. And here the idea is the uh, complaints, all these complaints will be segregated or sorted, and then according to the objective, this will be moved to the uh, right officer. Okay, so for the all the complaints related to meter, electric meter, this will go to the electric office. And the problem here it is that if for example, if I speak Hindi, and then in that complaint portals, I can write in English, I can write in Hindi text. Also, I can write in, for example, in English, but the language will be Hindi. So, like sometimes we write in WhatsApp or SMS. Okay, so if you have some um, this English kind of text, okay, so that we call it a mixed coded language or English. Okay, so then how will you identify whether it's in Hindi or English? Okay, then we have to understand their sentiment or the um, the problem of that company. So like this, we are working on different projects, and today I am going to explain two of the problems that we are working. So one is on document image processing. That's I was saying about the handwriting recognitions. Another one with the uh, another one would be on brain computing interface. Yeah, I repeat that if you have any doubts or questions, please do not wait, okay, till end. You can ask me at that time, and then I will try to resolve. So as you know that OCR systems we are using, okay, so it is very old industry applications, and people use this kind of app to convert any handwritten text to ASCII text, right? So here further we see also in these kinds of GUI, graphical user interface, you can call capture. Okay, so in different secured websites like banking websites. So where we need to type, uh, we need to type. Sorry, this kind of what text is available here. Now, if you see the text complexity, this text complexity actually increases every year. So, if you consider 10 years back, those texts were appearing very simple. Okay, now these texts are very complex because now the softwares for OCR, these are also very smart and they can easily understand the text available. So that's why they make it complex so that uh, human only human can recognize the text and then they can type. Now uh, for English handwriting there are many softwares available, but for Hindi or Indian text, um, I think there is no software, okay? And we are trying to build some softwares for this purpose. Okay, so the idea is uh, you will you will study, okay, so using this CNN or deep learning, that given a text image, okay, so it can be some printed text or if you write some Hindi text, okay, so something like this, okay, so some text if you write Bharat, okay, so if you write and then what happens that there will be several a series of convolutions layers that you will be studying, a series of convolution, this is the input after a series of convolution layers. So this text image will be converted to some features. Okay, so it's a sequence of features. Okay, sequence of features. Okay, these are all features, and these features are next moved to RNN. Okay, recurrent neural network or LSTM based technology for transcription. So if you have this state, then it will be um, STAT output. Okay, so state will be the output. If you write Bharat, then it will be Bharat as the output, and which is in ASCII text. So uh, this is one research paper published in 2017, and after that there are lots of work we have developed and in research community also. So you see that there are so many Indian scripts and we do not have any software also. I have seen different in many temples and uh, many places, okay, historical places, these kinds of scriptures. And if someone doesn't know, then if they may use these kinds of software to understand that what text is mentioned, okay, uh, in that part. So the challenges in Indian text recognition is that uh, the data set is less. Okay, so you will study in while you will learn. Okay, in the schools, that for deep learning you require a lot of data, huge amount of data, which is more than 10 times than simple machine learning based approach like support vector machines or decision tree. So now, if we have this deep learning technology, which is very good, okay, uh, for an application, now the challenge is the data sets. So how we can uh, increase that data set in English, a kind of text. Okay, many countries are speaking, so they can load, they can collect the data sets and then they can make it available. Okay, so they means in the world many research labs are working, and there the data sets are all also available. So many data sets are available. So that's why in English text, the growth is also seen. But compared to this English in India, the data set size is very less. Okay, because only few people are working on Indian text. For example, for Hindi text, only some states which actually speak, they can only understand, so they can work. For Bengali, only Bengali people can understand and they can work, because they should know that what is the error. Okay, so why this deep learning is not working. So that's why a limited number of research labs are available, and data set is also limited. So how actually you can um, face this challenge? Okay, so you want to use deep learning technology to solve one applications, okay, that you have currently have, but to face the main challenge, source challenge, that how actually you can increase the data set. There you have this one um, technology from deep learning, which actually works on um, increasing the dataset size. Okay, so how? For example, it's like GAN approach, generative adversarial network. Okay, in short, it is called GAN. So you also study, I suppose. Okay, so using this GAN approach, people can generate lots of synthetic data. So nowadays, you see, it is using generative AI. Okay, so people can generate images. Okay, images of human, generate images of face, generate images of scenery, generate images of markets or anything. Okay, so that's actually generative AI. So similarly, with the similar technology, how we can generate lots of um, Indian text, like Hindi text. Then those Hindi text can be used for training your model, and then you can use that model for your recognitions. Okay, so it's like uh, deep learning, as some of you may not know, deep learning is also from neural network. Okay, it's also machine learning. So you have the machine learning. A part of this machine learning is neural network. Let me explain you. So you have, for example, you have artificial intelligence. Okay, it's a big window, and then after artificial intelligence, you have this machine learning. Okay, this is the machine learning part. Okay, there are some other parts also on artificial intelligence, like planning, searching. Those do not come in machine learning. You have machine learning. And in machine learning, you have one part is called deep learning. And then other parts you have the support vector machines, decision tree, k-nearest neighbors, random forest, many algorithms are there. And then deep learning is there, which actually works on neural network. Okay, so and then in this near deep learning, you have this generative AI. Okay, generative AI, which actually works on generating synthetic data. Like if you see this chat gpt or different softwares which actually can generate images. Okay, so these are all in depth learning. Okay, so one of this part is generative AI. So generative AI, so how it works? So one of the um, concept is GAN, where you have, it starts from some noisy image. So you have some, for example, like a noisy image. So it's randomly I place some noise, and from this noise, it will generate, okay, an image. Okay, so it will generate an image like it's a one or two. So for example, like it's a two, and then it will check with the real image, some of these real images, these which are two, and it will check whether these two and these two, whether they are same or not. If they are same, then the discriminator, like this is a police, okay, and this is a magician. Okay, so this magician will generate different images, which may be like a two, which may not be like a two. But this police, it will say that if it is not two, then it will not allow. Okay, if it is only two, then only it will allow. So that's kind of technology. You have this two network, one and two, one is generating these different kinds of images or data, and discriminator it will check whether it's correct or not. And like this, you will generate lots of data, and then we can use this data for handwriting information. So we have developed one technology which was published in CBPR. It's actually a very good conference in uh, computer visions and artificial intelligence. The name is CBPR, computer vision, CBPR, okay, computer vision and pattern recognition. So this paper was published. So we showed that how we can increase lots of data using this generator or generative AI. So if we have this lever, so for example, if I'm writing something like this, LAB, okay, so if I just generate something like this, L, A, and B, okay, so that's also a deformations, okay, so we generate different kinds of deformations, okay, so we can mimic the different writing style of people. Okay, so that is like a mimicking writing style of different people. And once we get different lots of data, then so as I showed you one of this visual uh, picture, you see that you have this image, original image, and then if I just deform, you see this the deformation. Actually, it's like a uh, writing style of a different person. Okay, and in this way we can generate thousands of images from one image. So that means it actually solves our problem. We were restricted with a limited data, and now we are having huge amount of data, so our accuracy will improve. So we have shown that using this approach, the Hindi and English or any other Indian scripts, the system actually shows better accuracy. And in that conference in 2019, when I attended that conference, I was very surprised. In 2019, okay, 5 years back, and then I saw different many cars available, and which were all with this autonomous driving facility. So, for example, this car, uh, this one is about this pizza delivery. Okay, so if someone just gives an order, okay, of pizza, and this car will bring that pizza without any driver, okay, and then um, it will go back. So like this, you have different cards for different applications, okay, and these were all running in 2019. And I know there are many sophisticated cars, okay, and many sophisticated vehicles available for different applications now. So let me talk about the second applications that we are very much focused, and I think now more than 5 PhD students are working on this area. So it's on EEG, electroencephalogram. Okay, so we are working on this. So it's like a uh, um, non-invasive device. Okay, so which actually we can wear it on the scalp. Okay, without any surgery, just like a wearable clock, sorry, wearable smartwatch. You can wear this on your head, and then uh, you will have one GUI through which you can see that how the signals are flowing, okay, from your brain to this from in the brain among the different neurons. And some of this neurons information, okay, that is basically when they exchange the informations from one neuron to another neuron, then we collect the information through the voltage change, okay, and voltage change in every um, every probe. Okay, so then this actually shows you some signals. Okay, so signals like whether the voltage is very high or low. So it's like a one-dimensional signals, similar to your ECG signals. So some of you already know this ECG signals. So just to explain you better, or you can visualize. For example, we have this ECG devices. Okay, so some electrodes are placed on chest to collect the signals from heart rhythms, and then we get the report. Okay, so there are different reports of from the different electrodes, and then doctors see this abnormality or the signals, okay, and then they diagnose the problems. So similarly, from this EEG signals also, we can understand brain-related disease and more than that. So, for example, it could be emotion detections. So, if someone is happy mode or sad mode, okay, these kinds of emotion we can understand. Then, if someone is having, for example, these depressions, he's moving to stress, okay, and then if someone wants to play game, okay, without any mouse movements or sign language, then just imagining his uh, through his brain, he can play the game. Okay, and then we have developed several applications which works on security or neuromarketing. Security means, for example, this biometrics, like for example, face identifications, face verifications. Okay, so similarly, can we use EEG data, EEG signals to identify some person? Okay, that is a security or authentication. We are also working on neuromarketing. Neuromarketing is like, for example, if I say give you an example, like the participants who are attending my session now, I do not see your face. I do not know whether are you interested or you are really liking my session or not. But if I give you this easy device and ask you, okay, so please wear this device and give me the signals, and then from through the signals I can identify whether you are really interested or not. Okay? So that's basically through I can read your brain. I can read your human mind. So similarly, if someone uses, for example, uh, this some shopping um, websites, okay, e-commerce websites like Amazon, Flipkart, and if someone actually browses different products, and one may not like, okay, some products, and someone may be very much interested some products. So using this attraction or distractions, can we go for recommendations? Okay, so that for example, this guy is interested, very much interested to these kinds of product. So can we recommend like your movie or music recommendations? Can we recommend similar products? Okay, so that's actually possible using this neuromarketing. So we have shown different strategies. Okay, so how actually you can prove this neuromarketing, emotion understanding, then security authentications, and then of course in um, healthcare sectors, like how you can diagnose uh, brain re- brain um, um, related disease. So I show you one video. Okay, so how actually we can collect the data. Because sometimes you may think that okay, so it's maybe very complicated. Actually, it is not. These devices are very much available. These devices are very much available, and you just use it. And he's just putting some gels, okay, to get the connectivity. Okay, there is nothing injections. Okay, it's just putting some gels because there are lots of ears. Okay, so that if these gels are placed to get the connectivity better, so that we can acquire the signals properly. So whatever um, um, electrodes are connected, those will be um, shown in green signals, green color, and the others will be in red color. And you'll see that once he tries to imagine something, or he moves some muscles like eye blinking, hand movements, or finger movements, then it will show different signals. Okay?
So these are the signals when he is not blinking, and this is corresponding to F4 electrode.
So when he's blinking, then there will be different signals, and then when he's just closing his eyes and he's relaxing. Okay, so you see that this is actually a pattern recognition problem. That from the signals we need to identify those peaks. Okay, so this is a very simple application. Now similarly, we would like to know that uh, if given a signals, that if we can identify some disease, we have worked with many hospitals like AIMS, Delhi and Rishikesh, and as well as in Kolkata, uh, Neil Ratan Sarkar Medical College. So it was on epileptic seizure predictions. Okay, so as you know, this epilepsy is one of the um, most neurological disease. Okay, and then we would like to know that when actually this seizure happens. Okay, excessive um, neuron abnormal activities happens. So just before that happens, okay, we have to understand and warn the subject. Okay, so this is going to happen. So that is called pre-ictal. Okay, so this is the normal signal, and this is the pre-ictal signals, and this is the ictal. So ictal is the basically just during the seizure time, and this is the pre-ictal means just before the ictal period. So with this ictal period, ictal signals, we need to identify that whether the patient is going to have the seizure or not. Okay, that more details you can find in those papers. Okay, so you see this confusion matrix. So we have identified around 91% from the seizure patients correctly. And this is another work also with security that I was saying, this multimodal security. So multimodal security, for example, like if nowadays we are having the smartphones, and we have smartphones, and if you use these patterns in the smartphone, then you can access. Now the patterns are sometimes very simple, and outside, means apart from that user, many others can also see that pattern, and in the absence of that user, the others may open or access the device. So it is not secure. What we have developed that when we use the pattern, okay, in the mobile, that time we also collect the ET signals, and when the user provides the pattern, that's actually the the signal. Okay, so that will uh, tell. Okay, so from that signals we will try to understand that whether that person is genuine or not. Okay, so that's actually the work we developed. So you see that was a emotive plus 14 channel device. So this devices are of 14 electrodes, means 14 one-dimensional signals are there, and this guy is wearing that device, and when he is using the pattern, that time, that is mm, so if he is genuine, then it will connect. So if it's not genuine, it will not work. So this is also one work with the age and gender recognition. So for example, using this age and gender EEG signals, so I can know from yours, all the participants, that how many people are male, how many are female, and what is the age category. Age category, like for example, that if someone is of 6 to 10 years, 10, 12 to 15 years, 18 to 23 years, 25 to 29. Okay, so there are basically six six different categories. Okay, six different categories, C1 to C6, and then we can do some classifications. Okay, so given a signal, we can either classify into one of these classes. Okay, from either is from very young to adult, and then we also use this deep learning technology for recognitions. So I hope you have got the idea that how actually deep learning can help you. Deep learning will give you, of course, better results, means, better performance, and nowadays people are using this deep learning for mm, almost all the applications, and it is being used in interdisciplinary research. Okay, so it's like if you provide me data, and then I will use some machine learning or deep learning technology, and I can give you the results. And some of these challenges that I also discussed, that for example is data set challenge. So when the data set is less, how can you overcome the problem? And then in from our lab, we have also developed some of the data sets which are freely available. And then if you are interested, you can also download and you can use them. And we are working on different domains. One is handwriting recognition, then speech recognitions, sign language recognitions, augmented reality, virtual reality, brain computer interface, and scene understanding. So if some of you are interested, please let me know that if you can, uh, we can go for some collaborations and write some projects, very good projects, and some of the acknowledgements. Okay, so I would like to provide. Okay, so I did masters and PhD from outside Spain, Barcelona, CVC Computer Vision Centers. I also worked in France and Canada as postdoc. I had industry experience from Samsung and TCS for more than 4 years, and I'm having also different projects. I'm visiting scientist in Indian Statistical Institute, Kolkata, and Osaka Prefecture University, Japan. I'm also visiting scientist in South Korean University. Some of my students, two students, are doing joint PhD with Groningen University, Netherlands. That's it. Thank you very much. So more details can be found in this Parimol website, and then you can connect me in this email address. Thank you very much. If you have any questions, please let me know.